The new KMG XXL, known as Kraken, traveling with iconic Midway rides or wade shows, is the largest portable pendulum ride in the US, and is my new favorite flat ride just for how intense and fun this ride truly is. And in this video, I will be reviewing this colossal amusement ride and why I think this is by far the most perfect addition to Wade Show's lineup. Wade Show's lineup for rides is already very impressive as they feature several extreme and spectacular rides. They operate rides for some of America's most popular and high-end fairs, and as magnificent as their rides are, they knew they needed bigger and better. In the summer of 2022, Wade Shows announced that they will be acquiring a brand new XXL from Dutch manufacturer KMG. The XXL model from KMG is a pendulum ride just like a Freakout or Afterburner ride also from KMG, but at a much larger scale. Wade Shows already has some experience with KMG as they have obtained other rides from them in the past, such as Cyclops. It is said that this new XXL would mostly travel with events and fairs Wade Shows is a part of, but it would also be capable of traveling itself to other events looking for one show-stopping attraction. The new XXL was supposed to make its debut at the 2024 South Florida Fair in West Palm Beach, Florida, but due to delays, this never happened. The XXL made its first appearance at the Fiesta San Antonio Fair in Texas later that year. Its name was revealed to be Kraken, and was themed to be that of the mythical sea creature also known as Kraken. The Kraken is a massive flat ride, as it stands at 131 feet tall, and can swing up to 120 degrees, making the maximum swinging height 147 feet from the ground. Kraken can reach around 50 miles per hour and can pull up to 5 positive G-forces, practically crushing you down in your seat. This makes Kraken, along with other XXLs, one of the most forceful and intense rides in the world. What is even more impressive is that Kraken only needs 3 trailers to transport and takes around 7 hours to set up with just 4 people. I've always wanted to ride a KMG XXL, and when I heard that Kraken was coming to the Central Florida Fair this year, I immediately wanted to go. I went on a not so busy Tuesday in March and rode it. When you are right in front of Kraken, it is really intimidating as it is much larger in person than what's shown in this off-ride footage I filmed while at the fair. Luckily, the ride was a walk-on despite being the most popular ride there. You have to be at least 55 inches tall in order to ride Kraken, with the maximum height being 75 inches tall. And unlike most traveling flat rides, there's actually a test seat right by the entrance that you can sit in to test if you'd be able to fit on the ride. This is quite necessary as just with the majority of KMG rides, they are not that friendly to larger riders. And you do not need to be that much of a larger rider in order to not fit. Kraken does have seat sensors, so no matter what, you will need to fit, else the ride cannot start. No joke, I saw 3 people having to get off the ride because they could not fit in the seats just in one ride cycle alone. And that kinda shocks me, as there is only a capacity of 20 seats for Kraken, and the majority of the time not all of those seats even get filled. So the fact that 3 out of probably give or take 15 riders could not ride is a bit concerning. So that test seat right outside of Kraken is really important, as you are going to waste your time waiting in line just for you not to be able to ride. The queue line for Kraken is a standard flat ride queue, but it actually features some theming. There's even an animatronic that overlooks the line. The whole ride is practically covered with LED lighting, and it looks really nice at night, adding to the ride's presentation. Once at the station for Kraken, you board its 20-passenger ride vehicle. There are storage bins in the station for your loose articles, so you can ride worry-free knowing that nothing will fly out of your pockets. As soon as the ride operators are done checking all of the hydraulic over-the-shoulder restraints, they will then dispatch the ride. The lowering floor below you will fold downwards, letting the main arm swing freely. This is where the ride vehicle gondola starts to spin. This is also when you hear one of the ride's 3 randomized startup sounds, which is just another cool touch of theming that they added. You quickly start to swing with each one getting more and more high up and above ground. You may start to get some slight airtime during these early swings, but once at the maximum swinging angle of 120 degrees, you will get some powerful ejector airtime. At these high swings, with each pass through the station, you are traveling at around 50 miles per hour, and will feel some very high and intense positive G-forces that can make it difficult to even keep your arms up if you're riding with your hands up. Due to these very intense forces, Kraken might be tough to re-ride over and over again, unless you're a fellow thrill seeker like me who can easily withstand them. You occasionally may see riders pass out from just how extreme this ride truly is. The duration for Kraken's ride cycle is around 1.5 minutes, and well, it's alright, not too short, not too long, just feels about right. But after around a minute of swinging, Kraken then starts to slow down until it makes a gradual stop in the station. One thing I do appreciate is that unlike the KMG Afterburner models, Kraken and likely other XXLs have their ride gondola continue to spin even after the ride has stopped gaining momentum. It only stops spinning once parked in the station. This is unlike Afterburners, as the ride gondolas stop spinning when they have reached the maximum swinging height. When Kraken comes to a complete stop, the folding station platform will rise up and the restraints will open. You can then exit the massive attraction. So what do I think about Kraken? Considering the fact that it's a traveling flat ride and it's this large, I'm gonna give it a solid 10 out of 10. Kraken offers an extremely intense ride cycle that feels like it's trying to fling you off, and I personally love that, and is exactly what I try to find in thrill rides / roller coasters. I don't think a pendulum ride could get any better in my opinion, although I'm excited to hopefully ride a KMG in version 24 someday. I'm hoping that more and more XXLs come to the US, as they are now my favorite type of flat ride. There's another new XXL traveling in the US with Butler Amusements, named King XXL. I hope to ride that in the next year or two, assuming it comes to my local fair in Oregon. As for Wade shows, I wish the best for their new ride, and I think it will come with great success. I think they made the right choice here, and I cannot wait for future additions from them. If you enjoyed this video or like this type of content, consider subscribing, as I create POV, review, prediction, and other various roller coaster and ride sort videos. If you'd like to support what I do here, then please give this review a like and perhaps a comment, as I really enjoy seeing what you all have to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.